I'm hearing all of what you say to me, but I'll think it over. It's a little bit hard to breathe, to breathe, to breathe. This kinda seems like it's a common theme. You don't think I understand what you said to me.
Alright, I think everything is good. Screen-wise, I think. There's like some cabins over on the other side of the creek. The creek's cool here, all the like big rounded off rocks. It looks like it's probably full a lot of the times. It's like smoothed all the rocks out. And it's really, really clear also. It's just like really deep, like clear water over there. Some cabins here also. Oh. I was gonna let them cross, and I'm like, wait, this is plenty wide enough for two people. Some cabins over there also. It's a cool area here. Man, look at these trees. Really cool. These little trail that cuts off right there are just where you can walk over to the creek. Another place we're gonna go down to the creek. This is a really nice trail so far. Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. Oh, look at that tree. There's some cool looking trees here. Like some really cool looking trees. It's quite large also. How are you doing, Mr. Winnie Cat? Oh, I saw a squirrel, a chipmunk or something. You're running off away from the trail over there. Hello. What? You want an 8-hour stream of just a rock? I've actually thought about, okay, so as far as 8-hour streams of the same thing, we have a bird bath in our backyard and there's a lot of birds that get in it. I've thought about doing an IRL stream one day, which is just literally the bird bath. go set up my phone out in the backyard. And you could just watch birds all day, play in the water. That would be pretty close to that. I mean, it would be less boring than staring at a rock, like just the same rock. But it would be like staring at the same area. That would be cozy. Yeah, maybe I'll do it one day. Yeah, I'm doing good. I don't live, this is only like an hour away from where I live, but I don't come all the way up into the mountains much. But I did today. And this is a trail I've never even been on before. So hopefully there's good cell service the whole way. It's between the interstate. So should hopefully be service. I say between the interstate. It's where the interstate splits up, going up a valley. Uphill goes on one side, the downhill goes on the other side of the valley, and this is down in the bottom of the valley. So the interstate's on both sides, way up on the sides of the hill. You can just occasionally hear the traffic a little bit, but you mostly hear the creeks loud enough that you don't hear the traffic, which is nice. Dang, look at that tree. There are some huge trees here. Like, dang. Look at all the other trunks growing out of it. Kind of looks like the top of it split apart and broke off at one point, and now it's still alive. There's this other trunks growing out of it. Oh yeah, but how are you doing today? Hope everyone is having a nice day. So it looks like the creek goes off that way, the big creek. I am hiking up to a waterfall, but oh, it looks like here's a waterfall here. I think there was supposed to be two waterfalls. So this, I think the rest of the trail goes up along this smaller creek. I think this is a little bit smaller than the one I was just going along. Oops, sorry. Look at how clear the water is down there. It's really cool right here also. It's like I can feel air coming out from like all those rocks. Cool, the waterfall goes there and the creek kind of goes like up under the rocks in almost a cave and then comes back out. I'll grab my other phone and take a good quality picture. Oh, hello. This is pretty cool. The other waterfall I'm going to is like tall. You walk up to the bottom of it and it goes off the cliff. Pretty cool. And there's the big creek that goes off up that way. There's another trail that goes up to it. I believe that's the same creek. You can walk all the way up to the lake. But it's I don't know if it's that long. Maybe it's only 4 or 5 miles. But I think it's a couple thousand feet elevation gain. Well, I'm gonna keep walking. We can stop and look at the falls again. Wait, I was gonna say on the way down, but I actually might go down on a different trail. I'm not sure. Could stay there watching this the whole day. Yeah, it's really pretty. Oh, here, let me go back down. I don't know if you just showed up. But I wanted to show you how clear the water is, because I've been zoomed out for a while. I don't know if you saw it when I first got here, but like, look at how freaking clear the creek is in the sun. It's really pretty. And I think I really like this, how the waterfall, the creek, like kind of goes up in a cave almost, like it's washed out under the rocks. Like up under that little cliff. You can see stuff falling. It's needles falling out of the tree above me. Yeah, it really is. Really cool trail so far. Really pretty creek and some freaking massive trees. There's another one right in front of me. These aren't as big as like those big cedar trees that I've seen over on the Olympic Peninsula. But maybe there's a few at Rainier I've seen a little larger than this. But other than that, these are like the biggest trees I've seen since I've been up here. Maybe down in this valley, they didn't completely clear cut it. So there's some like old growth stuff left. We are way up in the mountains. Oh, I was thinking about it. Dang it, there's a mosquito on me. I didn't start the app, so the overlay is not updating the elevation and stuff. It probably says I'm at sea level. Alright, I've up. Is it updating? Okay, it says it's updating. So the overlay should update the elevation and mileage and stuff. If it doesn't, if someone let me know, I'll try to fix it. It usually works, but every now and then I have to restart the app to get it to actually upload data. So this must be right above the falls. Looks like people walk down there, but it's not an actual trail. I don't really want to. Oh, there might be a place here where you can see them. I see railing. Oh, this is just, you can see the creek up above the falls. The waterfall's like, I guess right down here. That is cool looking also, all the rocks around that the creek winds through. $1,385 degrees. Okay, that's right. I'm up almost at Snoqualmie Pass, so 2,000 feet sounds, a little over 2,000 feet sounds correct. And 85 is about the right temperature. It's hot here today. Oh, they have a railing here because it's just a cliff right here that these trees have fallen over and are hanging over. Oh no, bit rate. Okay, it looks like it's recovering now. This valley gets thinner and thinner the more you walk up it. So I hope I don't walk out of cell service, because this is really pretty and I'd like to do the whole thing and stream the whole thing. It sounds like there's another waterfall. Oh, there is. There's no place to walk unless you walk out to the trees there where you're not supposed to. But there's a big waterfall right down here. Okay, phone can see it. I can barely see it. If I hold the phone out as far as I can, it can see it good. Pretty cool. Oh, here's the road. Look at the creek down there. It drops a lot of elevation fast right here. What does this sign say? No roadside parking. Huh. Looks like people do, but there's signs all over. Oh yeah, driving up here when I went up into this valley, I was thinking I should have started streaming before I even got on the trail, because the road was like really pretty and it went right by some really, really large trees. This whole valley is pretty cool. And look at this tree that people's been walking down to. And there's a cliff right there. So crazy. More roaring water right here. Not really a waterfall, just some rapids, or maybe small waterfall. There's a place right up here where it looks like you might be able to see. Oh yeah, this is a good view of the creek. It doesn't look that far down on my phone, really. The trail's like, it just slopes down, like that drops off and then pretty much too steep to stand. Just goes down really fast. You can't really see the mountains behind. Oh, you can a little. Oh, when I go zoom in, the sun doesn't blind the phone with me. What a stunning stream. Sweet. I'm glad you like it. Look at the hillside here that slid down kind of into the creek. Part of it has. Oh, there's a little creek that comes out right here. Like right here. Goes under the trail right here. Low bit rate. No, I'm trying to look at the creek. Trying to show them the creek. It's getting better. I like these plants with the big leaves. I don't see these much. There's one trail I can think of, this Coal Creek Trail, that has some growing along the creek, but I don't really see them anywhere else down at lower elevations. Maybe it's too dry. I see plenty of ferns down lower elevations, but not these. The little waterfall down here. Sorry about the phone jerking. It's overheating, so it's not wirelessly charging, so I'm plugging it up to my battery pack before it melts. You can see, oh, you can't see it very good. I can see it through the trees better than the phone can, but there's kind of a waterfall right here. Maybe we'll be able to see it better on up. It's right around behind those trees. Looks like it's a creek sometimes. Goes down along the trail and under right here. Maybe it's a ditch and it's for like snow melt during the winter. Looks like it's definitely been dry for a while. So that's actually the waterfall I was talking about. It's kind of a small one. We're just directly above it now, because that's the pool that you could see, but you couldn't really see around the trees. Oh man, now my phone is actually overheating. It's really, really warm under these trees. There's no air moving. It's because it wasn't charging fast and I let it run off its battery some, and now it's recharging its battery. Worst case, if it overheats, I'll go BRB for a few minutes and let it cool off. And then, like, if it overheats so bad that it stops the stream, I'll give it like 5 minutes to cool off, and then I'll start again, hopefully be good. Yeah, it's a really, really pretty trail. All these little creeks going through and everything. And it stays right along the creek. Can't really see much through the trees. This tree fell through the railing. Man, look at all these trees that fell over the creek here. They're all laying on top of each other. And laying over in the creek. Look at how this whole cliffside's wet. Like water running down it. If anybody wants me to stop longer to look at areas of the creek, just let me know. Like the waterfalls or anything. I was just trying to look at everything a bit, but not like constantly stop too much. But it's a short trail, so I have plenty of like daylight. There's two huge boulders in the creek there, and all of these logs washed up between the bank and them, like just caught on each other. And then the creek just curves around there onto that cliffside and goes around. Pretty cool. And like, you're right here where I'm standing, and right over there, that's about the same height, and the creek just carves down like really fast. Like it's just cliffs on both sides. Oh. Yeah, because I'm above the creek the whole time. So you're just constantly looking off the edge of the cliff down at it. You can see the whole thing's just like, see sides of the cliff down to the creek. Oh, look at the mountainside up there. How rocky it is. Way the freak up there. You can hear the interstate more here, because I guess I'm going up the valley, so getting closer to it. And also the creek's slower down, so less roaring water noise. Well, these people came up and went by me, and they're already headed back down. I'm just that slow.
Yeah.
Man, they stopped me a lot looking at the creek. Here's an actual built out like overlook kind of over Ellen. Really roaring down there. Oh, the interstate also. Oh, because there's the interstate right there. The bridge. This is the part that's on the bridge. You can see the bridge going through there. So you can hear, like, when trucks go down it, you can hear it just like rumbling. See, like right there. Hi. The doggo walked right up to me, like almost brushed my legs. Came over to kind of say hello. I ignored him. I didn't see him until he was, I didn't see it until it was walking by, like almost brushed my legs. The good news, my phone feels cooler to me when I'm touching it. It doesn't feel like it's melting. It still says it's melting, but it doesn't feel quite as hot. And it's recharged battery like halfway, so I don't think it'll overheat enough to shut the stream off. So hopefully I won't have to go BRB for a few minutes and let it cool off. You can just keep going. a wagon road trail. I think it keeps going parallel to this, but maybe it runs in here, and then we'll backtrack. We'll go back down that part. But anyways, you can go up one and down the other and make a loop. This might just be a connector that connects them. So, I guess we'll see. Feel like this might be nicer because it goes along the creek, but the sign at the trailhead recommended that. I think it said it was recommended to do a loop, so you get, or do both, come back down that trail so you can make it a loop, or suggested it. And it's further over in the valley. Maybe you can see the, oh, here's the waterfall. We're already there. So that must actually be where the trail starts at and cuts off. I didn't realize we were almost to the falls. So this drops off a lot. I really, really hope there's cell service down here, because there's the trail like goes off the cliff that I've been walking along the top. If there's not, I'll come back. I'll probably go down and try to walk out into the creek as much as I can and see if it'll pick up when I'm away from the cliff. And if not, I'll go back up and just try to show you the falls from back up there. Oh, this is not looking good. How's Skill? How's you? Hopefully if I go to the other side of the creek. Oh, there's the interstate I was talking about. This is the part where it's a bridge. And that's what I was talking about going in earlier, being in between the interstate. It splits up. That's the downhill part that goes to that side of the valley. The other side goes on the other side of the valley, uphill. The other side's not quite as steep, and it's all in the ground. But this is like, there's a big long section where it was just so steep, the hillside, that they just made the whole thing a bridge on the side of the hillside. It's pretty cool when you're driving down it also, because you're like up there on a bridge. You can see off pretty well. So you don't hear it that much until a truck goes over it, and then you just hear it rumbling down the bridge. Oh, this is just where they built it up where it was eroding, I guess. Look at the little falls coming down right there. These rocks are really slippery. It's like the kind where some of these people have walked here that they've just like smoothed the rocks off. They're not really slippery. Like, I have good shoes, but you need to have your feet planted good enough. If you just step on the tip of a slippery rock, you might fall or slide. Oh, this is like a whole group of people. Oh, and she's just taking their picture for them. This is cool. Cell service is pretty okay down here. rocks here. Yeah, they're fine. It's funky seeing the interstate bridge right there. We're like almost under the interstate. And I've always kind of wondered what it was like under the bridge, like going over it. I think that's just where it starts. So now I know. There's a waterfall down here under it. And that little waterfall right here that's coming down. Look how clear the water is. Oh, it's really cool. We walk all the way over here and you can feel the mist coming off the waterfall. Oh, like right here you can really feel a lot of it. It's like air conditioning. So I guess this is all probably the same creek because most of the water comes down here and then you have some there and some trickling there. That comes down from right there. I kind of think maybe it runs along the top and runs down and then it comes down right here. Or it could be another small creek. But there's in between both of these just like little like places where water is dripping down all right there. I'm gonna take a picture of my other phone. I'll have to take a picture of it. There was a whole group of people, and now they all left, so I'm the only one down here. I wonder how cold the water is. It is pretty cold. I saw some people coming back up at the trailhead that kind of looked like they had been swimming. You have to really cold water if you go swimming in it. Are you using your iPhone or your new Pixel iPhone to real streaming? Android phones are bad for streaming, like any of them, compared to this iPhone app. I need to do that. I haven't actually. Wait, look, there's a traffic cone barrel sitting there that fell off the interstate and washed down here. See, right here. I haven't actually taken my new Pixel out of the box yet. Whoa, there's a lot of mist right here. That's why all these rocks are wet. I've been busy and haven't actually switched to it. I'm still using my Pixel 9. I need to go ahead because I need to, I already paid for a Pixel 10 and I wanted to sell my Pixel 9 on eBay to pay for it. I was gonna try to do them both in the same month. So like I sell it on eBay and get the money in my checking account by the time I actually have to pay the credit card bill. But I'm just taking pictures of my Pixel 9. Like long exposure ones. Hi Ari, how are you doing? This is really cool. See, I'm under the interstate at Snoqualmie Pass, basically. Oh yeah, and anyone else that's wondering, talking about a new phone, I have US Mobile cell service is what my AT&T services was, and I bought my Pixel 9 last year because they were selling them for $250 if you buy a year of cell service. Well, my year of cell service is almost over, so I need to buy another year of cell service, and they happen to have Pixel 10s for $250. And I think I can sell my Pixel 9 on eBay for more than $250. So it wouldn't be great if I wasn't already going to pay for service, but I pay for it a year at a time because it's a lot cheaper that way, and I was going to have to do that anyways. So I basically just got a free Pixel 10. I just need to actually take it out of the box and switch to it and then go sell my Pixel 9. I might be able to sell it because my Pixel 9 is like case and screen protector on it, so it doesn't have a single scratch. I could probably get $300 out of it, so I might actually get the Pixel 10 for free plus make $50, which is pretty cool. The 10's not that much better, but I figured for it being basically not costing me anything, there's no reason not to upgrade. It doesn't have a better modem, so it won't be any better for streaming. Anyways, I'll stop talking about cell phones while I'm looking at waterfalls. I'm weird. But yeah, this is Franklin Falls. So that's I-90 going down the mountain from Snoqualmie Pass. The part that's a bridge. The amazing aroma of profit. True. I mean, it is pretty exciting when you can go buy a new phone and then sell your old phone for more money and upgrade phones and make a profit. And it's like I can do that because the new one is cheap because I was buying a year of service, but I needed a year of service anyways. The sales lined up great because last year the Pixel 9 sale was the beginning of July, and then they did a Pixel 10 for the same price for $250 at the beginning of July. So it's like right when my service was ending. Yeah, it's really, really cool. You get wet if you stand right over there. It's like all those rocks are, well, you can see the mist coming off of the water. Now you can't hear the interstate other than when a truck goes over that. You just hear basically like just roaring. I saw some people over here on the other side of the creek. I was wondering if you could go up, climb up those rocks, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like you can just go down the creek just for fun. Wouldn't be too hard to get between those rocks, across them. Oh, there's someone way down there in the middle of the creek. Swimming, it looks like. I would do that without a phone, but I don't know about doing that with one hand. So you can actually go here and step on those. That'd be really easy. It'd be harder getting back. Getting over there would be really easy. I was looking at that, but it'd be that. Getting back, you'd have to get on that and just jump there and hope that's not too slick. I don't think it is. The one I'm standing on is not slick. I could go walk down the creek a little ways. I saw somebody like way down there in the middle of it. I was zooming in, seeing if it handled the light better. I can see the mountains a little better. The sun washes out the phone a bit. I was taking a few more pictures from my other phone. I will try to remember to put them in Discord. I say a lot of times I'm going to take pictures and put them in Discord, and I usually forget. I took some last week of last stream, I think. Wait, which setting do I need to use to get the long exposure? Doesn't do that? Oh, it does. Never mind. Alright, cool. So like they make the water, you know, smooth. Actually, you know, before I walk back down, I think I'll eat the snack I brought and drink some water, because I sweated a lot coming up here, or I sweated a little bit. It was like pretty hot. And it's air conditioned right here. Let's see. Is that rock or are these rocks over here better? That looks like a great steak. I'm just gonna sit the phone right there for a minute, somewhere down here, and then once I get my backpack off, I'll hold it where it's actually a nice view. Because that's pointed down a little bit too much. I mean, you can only see the very bottom of the falls. All right. Sorry, you have his clapping hands. I'm currently eating a blueberry Larabar. I think this is my last one. I was buying these and eating them for a while. I mostly, since I got sick, stopped eating carbs because I didn't eat carbs while I was sick. And then I lost weight, and now I don't want to get fat again, so I don't eat carbs hardly. And these are a bit of carbs. Seems like as long as I don't eat any carbs at all, I can eat as much as I want, like just be completely stuffed full and still either not gain weight or either lose weight, depending on if I exercise. If I don't exercise, I just stay the same. If I exercise, I lose weight. It seems actually really easy. All you have to do is not eat any carbs at all. That's the hard part. Or not, like, I don't eat none. I drink milk and lattes. I probably still eat or drink like somewhere between 20 and 60 grams a day. But I didn't realize there was so many grams of carbs and everything. I probably used to eat well over 100 every single day, even though I still tried to eat like low carb. I think people that eat normal American diet just eats 200 or 300 or more. I feel like it's like insane. Easily, especially if you drink soda. If they drink soda, oh yeah. Like me, I probably eat about, most days what I eat is like meat and cheese and some vegetables, maybe. I eat meat every day and usually eat some cheese every day, because meat's just not enough calories. I just die. Like, it's a lot of protein, but I don't have enough calories, so I eat some cheese, and that gives me enough like fat and calories to, like, you know, burn throughout the day and not waste away or be very tired. And then I try to eat vegetables a couple days a week. Like, right now at home I have spinach that is just like cooked in a frying pan with garlic and salt and sesame oil, and it's actually really, really, really good. But like, so like normal day, I might eat some, like, at work for a snack, like crackers and cheese instead of just cheese. So I probably eat like 20 grams of carbs a day with food, and then the rest of them are from lattes. But I don't like Americanos. I don't like coffee without milk. So I basically, if I quit milk, I'm going to quit coffee. And I don't want to do. When you go hiking, you fry a pound of bacon and put it in a gallon Ziploc bag. Then you have a good no-carb lunch. A pound of bacon. Yeah. I've never eaten a pound of bacon in a day. Right now, what I have at home for dinner tonight is burger patties, but I just don't eat them with a bun because I don't want to eat carbs. So it's just like basically, and I put tons of cheese in them. So it's just basically ground beef and cheese I'm gonna eat. But they're freaking delicious. You don't need a bun or anything. It's just like the patty's better anyways. What I kind of want to make for next week is pesto chicken, because I've been thinking about pesto. And I have a pesto chicken recipe that I haven't fixed it in like over a year, but I used to fix it a lot. It was like one of my favorite things out of everything I've made ever to eat. Man, I'm really hungry now. I ate a snack and I'm still really hungry thinking about this. Anyway, that was a nice break. I hope it was entertaining listening to me talk about food and looking at the waterfall. Yeah, I was just... I knew normal diet's a lot of carbs, but I never added them up, like how many grams. And I went and started adding them up, and it's like, oh my gosh. Like, it's just like if you add up sugar, almost everything has sugar in it. So if you start adding it up, you're like, oh my freaking gosh. I did that like years ago and figured out I ate ate like hundreds of grams of sugar a day, but I just didn't realize about the carbs until really recently, like literally a month ago. Anyway, I'm gonna sit my phone down and put my backpack back on, and I think we're gonna head back. It's starting to get cold here. Like, I've sat here long enough that I'm actually getting chilly. Oh, the phone came off the tripod, the battery pack tripod. It is pretty dang cool though that I have cell service down here in the bottom of this freaking valley, and I can stream. It's pretty good cell service also. The doggo coming back. And I think going back, I'm gonna go down that red wagon trail and do the loop. It's not beside the creek, but it's up the other side of the valley, and I was thinking maybe you'd be able to see like some of that stuff up there better from it. Depends on if you're high enough, if you can see over some of the trees or not. But either way, there's a lot of big trees and stuff. Anyways, I guess if I had gone down the creek, I could have walked right down to like here. Looks pretty cool. Here's a thing where there used to be like a railing here. Oh, so I guess these are built out as steps. It's just so you can walk down here and see the waterfall. I guess this is a really good view for it down the valley. Well, I saw that and was wondering what it was. It's just a really, really big whatever they're called. Things that hold the bridge up. So I think that's where it starts. And then it just goes way down the valley for a ways where it's just too steep for the interstate. I'm gonna take one more picture here of this angle. Like from down the valley. Now we'll go back up. 7:01. I was wondering what time it was. For anyone that's just watching now, like that waterfall, there's another waterfall near the beginning of the stream. There's a few other kind of ish waterfalls. A lot of creek views, but the other like legit like waterfall you can see, it's not near as tall as that, but it's near the beginning of the stream, and it's really pretty. There's like a pool of water with the sun shining in it and stuff in the creek. It's actually kind of getting darker down here in the valley now. It's light enough that the sun's behind the mountain. The sun's still on. See over there on that side of the valley. So here's the other trail it cuts off. I think I will go on it just to see what it's like. We already saw the creek coming uphill. Wagon, whatever. Wagon, I tried to say wagon and road. Wagon road trail. I swear sometimes I want to believe that I can talk. But it's a struggle sometimes saying each word separately. This one seems less traveled. The other one's really wide, where people kind of walk off the trail just to see the creek. This one's looking almost overgrown. At least this part. This looks like the road. I assume this is the trail here, and that just goes up to the road. I think it crosses the road at some point. Look at this old stump. Like, it wasn't like cut down, it's just like a big tree that broke off, and it kind of looks like it caught on fire. Yeah, it's burnt right here. Look. It's hollow inside. The whole thing doesn't look like it burnt. It looks like somebody set a fire on the inside, kind of. The inside of it's burnt. I don't know if it burnt from like a forest fire or it's just somebody vandalized it. Oh, there's another one right there. I walked right by that and didn't notice it. So look, that one, the whole inside's hollowed out and it's where it burnt. Weird. The two definitely biggest looking trees here, and they're both dead and caught on fire at some point. So, oh goodness, I'm sorry if I just flashbang somebody. The camera doesn't know how to deal with the, okay, when I zoom in it's better. So, because that was so freaking bright. If you had the screen really big, it might have hurt your eyes out. So, this kind of looks level here, and then there's those cliffs there. Well, the interstate's right there. Like up above here and between here and those cliffs. So that's where the interstate goes up. Where they just cut it into the side of the hill. And this road right here, the car just went by, it keeps going up the valley and runs into the, and goes across the interstate basically at the Snoqualmie Pass exit. I got bright fast again when I went to wide angle. Oh, there's curves all over the place. I didn't look to see if this one was longer. It did look like it curved back and forth more, while the other one just went like straight up the hill along the creek. Oh, you can see the mountainside pretty well here. I was trying to show that earlier, but you couldn't see through the trees. I couldn't get the phone to focus through the trees very well. Also, what is going on right here? There's that tree and another one that they did the same thing to, where somebody like cut a square of the bark off. The tree's still alive. Like, it didn't kill it. I wonder what the heck that's for. And cut like lines in it. Really weird. That looks like this, like it's part of the tree trunk with lines cut in it. It kind of looks like one of those pieces, like the same type of thing, where they cut a section of the trunk out and it's just laying there. And it's getting warmer here because I'm getting over to where the sun's shining, and it's like feels really warm compared to down there at the waterfall. You also can hear the interstate a lot more here. A little creek that comes down sometimes. It's not really running water right now, but it is wet. I guess there's a little water trickling down it. I was wondering how the phone would make the sun look. Look, it's a new. Or new-ish. Sorry, check my other phone real quick. Huh. There's a bunch of boards or something piled up there. I assume that's at the edge of the road, because we were close to the road earlier. Maybe it's wood they hauled in to redo bridges and they didn't use it all, because that stuff looks kind of old. And the bridges they redid were just right back there. There's the road again right over there. Just saw a car driving up it. Man, look at this huge tree that fell over. I mean, it's not huge compared to the other like old growth, but it's, you know, pretty large. Compared to, like, you know, most trees I see around here. Like, standing here beside it, it comes up to my hips. Like standing on this rock. or almost up to my hips. And some of this area reminds me of Tiger Mountain. The way the woods look here. I rode up Tiger Mountain those 2 times last June, and then I've basically only went mountain biking like I think twice since then. There's like no way my knees or my legs would do that right now, but maybe I should try to get in shape this summer enough that I could do that again. It's crazy. It's already halfway through July. I haven't done much stuff this summer, which I have been, working and stuff. But I need to before the 8 months of rain start. And it's too cold to go outside. Your hands freeze into ice cubes when you try to hold a phone stream. Does this? I was looking at it a few times. It looks like it's dark enough that it's switching in between 60 FPS and 30. And I think I looked down a couple times and it almost looks like it's stuttering. Or that it looks like it's stuttering. Maybe I should turn that off. Yeah, I thought it was pretty. Also, like looking at the trees, the sun through them. Looks like it's just high enough still to shine over that mountain. Like it's just barely going over the mountain. It's another pretty large tree. Yeah, I guess I don't go into the mountains much. Like, I have done some of that hiking at like Cougar Mountain and stuff like that, but there's a lot different kind of there's a lot more large trees here and different kinds of trees here. This is a way higher elevation. It's like 2,000 feet instead of like a few hundred feet and stuff. And I guess Tiger Mountain's kind of the same way. At least parts of it. Like when me and Beryl rode all the way up to the top, it was like, I think 1,600 feet of elevation gain that we did. That's why I couldn't walk decently for a month after that. My knees were just destroyed. I kind of wonder, cell service is pretty decent down here in this valley. I wonder how far it would pick up the mountainsides. There's trails on both sides of the interstate here. Some of them go way like, I mean, there's a lot that are like 2 or 3 or 4,000 feet. Well, not 4,000. The mountains, none of the mountains are 4,000 high. But I guess I was thinking there was quite a few that are over 2,000 feet. But I guess they can have that much elevation gain if you go up a mountain and then down a mountain and then back up for the whole trail. If it's up and down, like the really, really long trails. Because even I, today was thinking about either doing this or going to Dirty Harry's balcony. That's the trail that I went on last, like, November or December, when it was cold, and streamed, and went like halfway up to it, and then it was getting dark, so I turned around and went back, because I started really late, and figured I'd just, walk however far I could. I thought about going to the top. I think that trail said it was 1,600 feet elevation gain, which I might be crippled the day after doing that, because I haven't done much hiking. I think this one that I did today is only like 300 or 400 feet, so it's like basically nothing compared to the Dirty Harry's one. Back to the road, crossing the road. Man, look at all this wood. This tree here just like splintered. Maybe I guess it was dead and just fell apart, maybe? It kind of looks like maybe it was the top of it or another piece that broke off. Look at these roots. They almost look like they burnt. I think they're just kind of the way they're rotting. It looks like it's been there for a really long time. Look, another newish bridge. This trail is not all the nice creek views, but there's some pretty cool trees. I don't think any of the trees are as large as, none of them are as large as the real big, like, cedar looking trees or whatever those were along the creek. There's a really big looking stump right there. The only large stuff I've seen here is stumps, where it looks like they logged it at one point. Maybe right down there at the very edge of the creek, there was some trees that skipped getting logged right on the edge of the creek. And that's why there's some really huge ones there. So these, I don't know that these are cedar trees, but like, they kind of look ish like it. And maybe, I don't know how much I know what a cedar tree looks like, but that looks like the same kind of tree as the couple of huge ones I saw right down by the creek. I feel like cedar trees I've seen are usually smaller than those. I don't know if they get that. Oh wait, they do get that large. Never mind, because those trees you see, there's some huge cedar trees over on the Olympic Peninsula, and they're like massive. So I think that is a cedar tree. Just much smaller one. This trail is very well like maintained. Like it has a lot of new bridges and like a lot of places where they build it up like this. The one going along the creek was like that also. Oh, and what would be fun? You have to watch out because there's avalanches sometimes, but this trail, it's open in the winter and you can it's open at least some of the winter. I don't know if they ever actually officially close it. I think they might leave it open and just tell you good luck that you might die. You can snowshoe it. I saw pictures of people like pictures of the one along the creek when it was snowy. There's the lower parking lot that I parked at, all that's closed. The campground's closed in the winter, but you can go up to the top and park over by the ski resorts or somewhere up there, and then go down the road that's closed, I guess, in the winter. I think you have to walk down the road a little ways, but you can like snowshoe down the trail. But when I read about it before, you have to watch out for the avalanche risk. And they plow snow off the interstate into this valley because the interstate's on both sides. So you have to keep up with that. Like, there can be a lot of snow and then they can plow snow off of the interstate and make an avalanche, and then you get buried down here. But when it's not like high avalanche risk, it's one of the trails that are open up here that you can like snowshoe. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun. I don't know if this specific one. The other trail is Franklin Falls Trail. I think they're both like that. But either both or one of the two in this valley. Crossing the road again down here. No roadside parking. Oh, it looks like the parking lot is right down there. Oh, we're almost back. Like, actually. It looked like right around the curves to the top of the parking lot. Gotta decide what I'm doing next. I could go walk, just a little short walk out some other trail here, or I could just head back towards home. I don't want to get back too super late, but I'm only like an hour away or so. Could also stream driving out of the mountains. It might be into the sun a little bit. Actually, so sun's mostly, it's like behind those mountains. Until you get all the way down to North Bend, I think it's going to be behind the mountains because it's summer and it's so far north. I've done this drive in the winter and it's like blinding the whole way home. But it's really far north this time of year. I was also thinking about getting on the road and driving up to this other exit at the ski resorts and might just drive through there. Just because that whole valley, you can see the lake and the mountains and everything. Well, the mountains and the lake if you drive all the way down, the lake that I've ridden my bike along beside. And look at that tree. It also just like broke off and splintered all up. Cool. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been really pretty. It was a lot more scenic and a lot nicer than I thought it would be. Like the trail going along the creek was just really, really pretty. And this one is pretty nice. It's kind of crazy. Like, I should come up here more. It's kind of crazy that this is only like an hour away. It only takes an hour to drive up into the mountains, and there's just tons and tons and tons of trails up here. Crossing the road again. I think this goes right back over to the parking lot. The other trail started from like down there. I wanted to use the restroom. We're not going back by it now. I guess if I go up to the other, up to the pass, I could stop at that other park, because I was thinking about doing it anyways and looking at the lake. Yeah, this just goes back up to the parking lot. Or earlier I walked down here and walked across the road, and then the other trail starts right at the creek. So I can hear the traffic. The interstate's I think it goes through like right there behind that tree line. Part's a bit overgrown. Whatever kind of bush things those are. Well, that was a fun walk. I'm not gonna end stream quite yet. I think I'll at least drive up to the pass the rest of the way up. So if anyone wants to watch that, you can hang out. That big group looks like the same one that was or part of the same one maybe that was at the waterfall. It's a pretty large parking lot. I guess let me set the phone down in the car and I'll take my backpack off And I'm just gonna look here. It's a nice view down the valley, real quick. With no trees because of the parking lot. Wait, hello. Goodbye. You guys just hang out there for just a minute. The falls? Yeah. You go right down here, like, well, so you can go get on the wagon road trail or whatever right over here, and that goes up to the falls, or you can go down this trailhead here. You go down across the road, and that gets on the Franklin Falls Trail, and that goes along the creek.
Is it long? Look at short. Is it?
Yeah. And it's like 320 feet elevation, so it's a lot of stuff. Or at least, I don't know.
There's no way that this only parking.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah, because, like, I walked like here and I walked back down to the trail.
Like a audit, it's from the map.
So if you walk from here, it's like 2 miles. That's if you walk right here. If you go up
That's an audit, 2 miles out.
like if somebody wanted to like drop everybody else off, you can drop them off right here and just walk down the falls while there's no place to go.
Oh, okay. We can go close.
Yeah, because that's like right here. So then there's a lot of steps, but it's probably like 1,000 feet or something down to the falls. It's not bad at all.
So which way we have to go to take the car? This way? Okay.
Yeah, and we go around the curves and then it's all the way up here. So kind of straight and instead of curves, you're heading straight again and it's right at that sharp curve. And we'll be able to see the trail. There's a bunch of like marking signs there. I think a sign for the trail.
Thank you.
And the walking is this way.
Yeah, if you want to go down to the beginning of the trail,
Yeah.
it goes up along
And
the-
that and this is here too.
Yeah, because it's see, two parallel trails. So one, I guess that's you get to either one of them. You have to walk out right down there, and there's one that goes up, or you can go down and walk through the beginning of this one.
And then we left.
Huh?
And then we left. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right, I'm back. I was doing I was being a trail guide. That group was asking me how to get to the waterfall, and they didn't know how long it is, the walk or anything either. So I was showing them where they could get to the falls. I said that it was like 2 mile round trip. I looked in all trails, and you have an older lady that they wanted to go with them, and I don't think they have time. So I told them, you can't, there's no place you can park, but I was telling them if somebody wanted to just stay back and drop them all off, that they could like pull over on the road and drop them off, and they could walk down to the waterfall. And it's really, really short there. All right. Sorry for the extended being gone. Let me put my phone mount on the windshield real quick. I took it off this car and put it in the rental car, and I've never put it back in this car because I've never used it since Yellowstone with the rental car. What's the best way to do it with this windshield? I think put it as high up as I can. So like, oh, right, like there. Now I'm gonna drive up to the pass. I might have put it too much at an angle where you're gonna. Oh no, that adjusts. Now I'm gonna go up to the pass. The reflection of my card. Because the road here is pretty, and I'll at least go up to the pass and you can see the mountains really well. And I might go drive down to the lake, because that's not that far away. So maybe like drive around for 10 minutes or something. Oh yeah, they all got in the truck and headed up the road. So maybe like drive around for 10 more minutes. What do I need to do to keep this phone from overheating? It's already hot, and I'm going to be wirelessly charging it. I should just plug it up wired. Okay. I think it's mostly level. And then I will head home. Because it does get dark in, I don't know when sunset is now. Last time I looked, which was a few weeks ago, it was like 9:10 or something. I'm assuming it's a little before 9 now, because the days are getting shorter. Oh, it's exactly 9 o'clock sunset tonight. So sunset's in about an hour.
Recording stopped.
What? Oh, well, this cigarette lighter can't power all three of these. Oh, it can. It restarted my dash cam when I plugged my other phone up because there's... Oh no.
Video mode. Recording started.
The dash cam and 2 cell phones all running off
Wi-Fi
of
is on.
one... USB cigarette lighter like thing. So most of the places up here are... There's a line here, like you're supposed to turn this way, but you could also go straight right there. Most of the places up here are like state park areas. This is actually National Forest Service. So like right down the road, there's a National Forest Service campground. There's the trail that just came down. But going up this road, like with the trees, just like all the nice fir trees and stuff, and especially on down, it follows the creek for a little bit. Like, kind of reminds me of Mount Rainier. Out of like the other really limited driving I've done in the mountains here. other place where the trail crosses, right? The heck? A bird just crapped on my windshield. Here, let me wash it real quick before that dries. If you heard what hit, that's what it was. I guess it was in a tree right above the road. And I didn't think about it until now. I don't really ever have birds crap in my car in Washington. In the Southeast, I used to you just have I park places and have birds crap in my car all the time. So, I think this is the interstate right above us, where all those rocks are. Or it's somewhere right up there. This is the road right along where I saw that wood piled up at, I think. Because you can see the rocks on the other side of the road. Over near those new bridges. Or boardwalks. Parks. Whatever they are. The side of the road is kind of caving in back there. Oh, isn't that a pretty view? We're way up on the hill, so you can see off down the valley really well. Oh, yep, there's the interstate right up there. The interstate's right here, right up there. Bunch of really pretty flowers. Oh, and there's the bridge on the other side of the interstate going down. Oh, they found the parking lot. It is, because the I think this is going up above the falls to the ski resort. I just got the Go Live notification for Izza. I'm not. Wait, I was thinking normally I don't get to watch his or Sarah's streams on Tuesday anymore. But I don't work Tuesdays anymore, I work Wednesdays now. That's why I'm streaming today. But today I guess I streamed all the way through Sarah's stream. It's like an hour left, and I'll probably miss it. Here's the interstate. Cool, I've never been on this road. I drove under the interstate here either. So some other places I want to go sometime. Right up here on the left, there's a trailhead, and you can walk up the Pacific Crest Trail. I've walked some of the way up it before, and it's really pretty. Like, even in the summer, you can see through the trees. Might actually be down that road. Oh no, it's right here on the left, this driveway that cuts off. Yeah. And you can see like the valley down here some. There's places where the trees aren't super thick. I want to do that one day. It should be really good cell service, since I mean I can see a cell tower right here, and the service is good enough that it picked up down in that valley today. So I could have got back on the interstate back there, but I think I'll drive down here to this other park that I go bike riding from sometimes. And there's another parking lot on down from the one I usually park in that you can see the lake from, I think. When you look at the lake and look down the valley here from the other side of the path, or pass, whatever. A bunch of trucks parked here. Because it's not much of a drive. And the mountains are pretty here. Snoqualmie Pass Fire and Rescue. There's a snowplow there just sitting on the side of the road. Or not on the side of the road, but in a parking lot. There's a freaking bug in here, a fly that keeps flying right in front of my face. I can get it to go out of the window. I don't come up here very often. I think all these views are really pretty. There's a whole bunch of snow plows and stuff down there. Yeah, so the road right there, like halfway washed out in December. I think I saw pictures, and part of it, the pavement was completely gone. It kind of looked like they just filled it all in with gravel and opened it back up. And there's some places here where the side of this road's washed out. I guess where the water was going down this ditch right here along the edge of the interstate. That happened in like December when all the flooding. Go to that trailhead. I think the other one I want to go to is down this road. You just keep going. That's the one I usually ride bikes from. Look, they have shelters for the fire hydrants. I guess so they don't get snowed in. You can't see the lake. I'm getting like right now, going by it. Over to the left. How many other parking lots are there? Or are there anymore? State Park. I'm going down the road. What's here? What are these? Those are just maps of the lake. There's a boat launch down here, which you can't use this time of year, I don't think, because I think the lake's too low already. I don't remember if there's other parking lots down here or not, or if they're just for the boat launch, or if anybody can park. So we're gonna explore and find out. Lake's actually not that super empty. I guess I've ridden that trail before at like October, when it's at the very end of the dry season, and I'm seeing it lower than this. So there's the boat launch. Oh, it actually kind of goes out into the water. Oh, and this is just a parking lot for boat trailers and stuff. And there's a road down there that looks like it goes straight out into the lake. Guess I'll see what's down here. Is it another boat launch? There's nobody here with boats, so I'm not really worried about tying up the boat launch. There's no sign saying you can't drive down here. A gravel road going out that way. Well, it's really pretty views. And then there's just a few trucks and a car down here. I guess you can, and a truck out there. So I guess you can just, oh, there's people set up down there with a tent and all kinds of stuff. I guess people just drive down here and hang out. I don't guess I'll really get out and walk around 71. But the bike trail goes along the right side of the lake here. Like those power lines you can see way down there. It follows them a lot of the time. So part of that there, it looks like you can see the trail. Closer to here, it's in the woods. Yeah, but I thought it'd at least be nice if it's a close drive. I thought I'd drive down here at least and look at the lake. Oh, it looks like you can walk up to those rocks. So this is marked off also, like for boat parking. And I guess this is another boat ramp right here. That's pretty cool. I guess I could get out and just walk right up there. As long as I don't walk away from Wi-Fi, I'll be fine. Or either I just take my backpack.
Recording stopped.
I said I'm going to live dangerously, so I didn't take my backpack. I'm just going to walk up here. I was going to right up to here where you can see the lake on this side too. Maybe that's already out of Wi-Fi range. Yeah, it is windy. And the interstate going over there. Wi-Fi range is horrible on this thing. I walk further away with Starlink, but this is my Bella Box Wi-Fi. There we go, now it looks nice. I have AT&T on my iPhone, and AT&T doesn't work here. It never has. It like won't hardly even load web pages usually. There's like not, Verizon's the only one that has much bandwidth. It's streaming off of T-Mobile right now. My iPad plan, which is priority data. Before I had this iPad and that plan where I had priority data and I only had non-priority data. If I remember right, it wasn't this fast. So probably, I don't know if I've gone bike riding up here since I've had the iPad. Anyways, part of the along the lake, it looks really bad. Like there's really bad cell service when you go on down. This is one of those places that I thought I'd try to mount my Starlink to my bike. The next time I ever go try to ride this part of the trail that goes along the lake. Anyways, thought I'd just look at that. It's pretty sweet. Really, really nice views. Hello. Yeah, I knew it was getting really late. I was kind of surprised that you were still here. I heard some people down there talking, and there they are. All right. I think I'll just keep streaming, driving out of the mountains. And whoever that wants to watch can watch, because
Video mode.
I have
Recording
TTS,
started.
so I can hear chat, and it's just as
Wi-Fi is
easy to
on.
drive. Basically, I'm kind of tired, but if I don't talk massive amounts of chat, it's just easy driving and streaming. It's just driving, and then whoever that wants to hang out can just watch the mountain views. But bye again, Mr. Winnie Cat. I hope you have a nice rest of your night. I don't want to go out that gravel road right there and see how far you can drive around. And there's a lot of Forest Service roads here that go up into the mountains and stuff. I kind of want to do a driving around on Forest Service road stream with Starlink one day. Some of them go on up a ways. I probably would have good cell service on most of them, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's a really nice place. You can just go out there and park and then just hang out on the side of the lake. There was some people with like tents and like a grill set up, and then they were just like, I guess, hanging out down there by the edge of the water. Oh, so I think the bike trail's right here. Yeah, to the left. This freaking bug. I want to get out of the car. It's flying around in front of my face and landing on the windshield right in my... And it's like annoying. I don't think it wants to be in the car either. I'm going to roll the window down right now and keep it down and see if the thing flies out. Oh yeah, I think this... Is this one of the bathrooms? There's picnic tables. Oh yeah, there's... I'm gonna stop here and use the restroom, and then I'll drive. And this is another... I always just park at the big parking lot. The parking lot for the lake and the bike trail. So you can park right here. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the phone right here because there's the bike trail. You can see that way. I usually park down there at that parking lot and right up here. Okay, there's... Oh, it looks like mosquitoes outside. I don't see the fly anymore. It might have flew out. Alright, anyways, I will be right back.
Recording stopped.
I'm back. I was looking at the information, like, kiosk also. It says you can ride e-bikes on this trail.
Video mode. Recording started. Wi-Fi is on.
So if I wanted to go on a really, really long ride and, like, you know, more than my legs were gonna, like, handle, I could take the e-bike. This part is pretty bumpy. I've ridden my last few times I've ridden here, I've taken my mountain bike. I've ridden my hybrid, but it's like beat the crap out of me. Like, I thought I was gonna bounce my phone off the handlebars. But it doesn't have a shock. Absorb a lot of bumps. Plus it has shocks. As long as it's not so bumpy that it's really heavy. I wouldn't really want to brutalize it. Front shock and stuff. But it'd probably be fine. It's not that super bumpy. Coffee. It's 8 o'clock and I want coffee, which is a normal time to drink coffee, but there's no coffee places up here. I could stop at the convenience store and buy something. There's like 2 little squirrels chasing each other. I could stop at the convenience store and buy something, but it'd be kind of expensive. There's nothing at a convenience store. It'd be very good. So I guess I'm not gonna drink coffee. I'm just gonna get on the interstate here and head down. And I'll just stream for now. If I get tired of streaming or whatever, or it starts getting dark, I'll just stop. But I figure for now I will. People can see. It'll be nice views going down the valley. So I'm gonna go right here. So this whole part of the road here, I guess. Oh, going across the road here just washed out, and they haven't repaved it. They've just filled it in with gravel. Oh yeah, there's a gravel road down here, I think right here, that looks like it could be fun to drive down. And there's also a trailhead here. And this is another trail that I think I would have cell service that I could hike on. Because this whole valley here, there's good cell service here. Well, if you count Priority, T-Mobile, and Verizon because of the ski resorts. So as long as you're going on one of the mountains in this valley still, it should be good. I might try to this summer. On my weekends, maybe try to drive out here at least one day, one of the days off, and try to hike some of the trails. There's like a whole bunch of trails here. There's hardly any of them that I've hiked on. Also kind of want to ride my bike up the fullest Cascade Trail, or however you say it, the one that I've ridden before, that goes along, it's like right up here on the left, somewhere up on that hill above the interstate. Just need to get in better shape so I can go right uphill for, a couple hours, just straight up, or up a slope. It's not steep, but you have to be able to ride up the slope just for miles and miles, and then turn around and pass back down. This is leaving Mountain Baker National Forest. I think so. Kind of tempted to stop here and go to the park. I don't think it's that exit. I think it's the next one I need to get off of. Because I assume the park doesn't close until sunset, which is like 20, or probably dusk, which is a little after sunset. So, and you can walk right over to the river. It's like a short walk. So it's like maybe a 5-minute drive max off the interstate, and just go walk over and see the river for a few minutes. I don't want to stay out too late, but I'm like quite always about halfway back home, but closer. And I don't have any particular reason I need to get home. I've always wanted to go walk in this parking stream anyways. Which I think is, I'm going to stay here behind the truck, because I believe it's right down here in the exit. Oh man, I just thought I'm going to miss my watch streak. I need to pull off anyways and watch Syria's stream long enough to keep the watch streak before she ends in like probably 20 minutes. It's like, it is like actually getting close to 9. worth walking over to the river or not. It's a short walk though, so I guess it's probably fine. No e-bikes flying across. Good. Closes at dusk. Yeah, so we can go drive down here and walk out to the river for like 10 or 15 minutes. This park is still open for like, I guess probably about another half an hour. Oh, they've scraped the road since last time I was here. It had potholes all over the place that you had to drive back and forth and try to dodge. It's nice and smooth now. When was the last time I was here? No, I came here at least one time in the spring. So I haven't been here once this year. It's been a few months. They scraped the parking lot also. It's all nice and smooth. So this is the park I've parked at before and ridden my bike on the gravel trail that, like Rails for Trails trail that goes through North Bend. And then I've ridden this way up into the mountains up to like Rattlesnake Lake. Right, I need to go turn on Sarah's stream and make sure I don't lose my white streak. Imagine streaming and then watching someone else's stream all at the same time. Alright, so I thought I'd go walk over to the river for a few minutes. What kind of cell? Man, none of them are good. It's always kind of bad here. Wait, why is my iPad disconnected? Did it die? I was using it a lot, but it has a wrong battery. No. Not even half dead. Or that's good. It has much, much better data than the other ones. Alright, let's like go walk over. Everyone's leaving. I guess because it's almost dark. I feel weird going to the river while everyone else is leaving, but the park is still supposed to be open until dusk. Which is, dusk is 9:40 according to Google. So it's open for another. I didn't know dusk was that much later than sunset. I thought it was, I guess maybe when I'm checked in the winter, it's like 10 or 15 minutes past sunset. But I guess in the summer, it's later. theoretically, we're good. So I'm gonna go walk over to the river. All right, give me a minute. I was looking at stuff. You're packing? Oh, are you doing your trip that you were talking about to visit family soon? And that's fine. I mean, you don't ever have to watch. I'm just like, I thought the driving might be boring anyways, because I wasn't talking all that super much. But I figured I'd just go drive and yep, okay, cool. And I figured anybody that wanted to watch could just watch. I'm just gonna walk out and sit by the river for a few minutes and look at the river. All right, come here, phone. I need that phone. Sorry. Trying to get my, oh, I put it on the phone the wrong way. I forgot I have my phone backwards. I'm sorry, I was like in the car. Okay. Oh, hi, fish. You showed up and TTS didn't read it. You have a few minutes to watch because it hasn't quite got dark yet, so I haven't ended yet. I'm gonna go walk over and look at the river for a few minutes. It wasn't quite dark, and I'm not in a super huge hurry to get home. I just don't want to be really, really late. And this is like a really short walk over to the river. So I figured we'd go sit out by the river. We'll walk along the river for a few minutes. I see TTS has just stopped working. Oh, wait. It's because I turned the sound down. Okay, it's because I'm watching Sirius stream also. I realized I was going to lose my watch streak. So I'm streaming and watching Twitch at the same time currently. I bet you're going to like the weather here. Wait, what's the weather like here? Or there? Because the weather here is pretty nice. Like today has been slightly warm, but you know, pretty much perfect temperature. See, do you want to go this way or that way? I think you can see the river more just going up this way. Oh yeah, and a lot of the stuff here, like, ew, okay, no, I'm not gonna like the weather there. Sounds horrible. But yeah, a lot of these trees that are laying over and part of this trail washed out, and it's in all the floods in December that were going on. You gotta keep your watch streaks, even if that means watching Twitch while streaming on Twitch. Not 100. I mean, 100 is probably not too bad if it's not humid. Because, like, I mean, I remember thinking that 95 in Colorado was, you know, cool feeling compared to like 95 in the Southeast. You have learned well from Orchid. Oh, you mean the watching? Here, I'm gonna walk right down here to the river. You mean what, streaming and watching Twitch? Yes. What's even better is if you stream your stuff watching another stream, like you stream that stream also. I know Madcap has done that with me at least once. I don't remember why he decided to watch my stream or something. But it was... maybe it was just playing VODs, like looking at IRL stuff. But I definitely remember watching Madcap stream and seeing my stream on it. So yeah, this is a really nice place to go. Figured it'd be nice to hang out with the last of the daylight. And there's pretty good cell service, so I don't mind hauling my whole backpack. Well, there was one stream after he found out I did IRL streams that he was watching a VOD of one of my IRL streams. I don't know if he actually has live or not. I mean, I wasn't watching the Twitch app, and I don't know if I've got my watch streak or not. I don't know how to look on the Twitch app and it just show up all the time like it does on a computer. And I probably look weird walking around with two cell phones. Is it dark enough? Is it making it pixelated? I think it is a little. I have one landscape mode like I'm recording and the other one, like I just look like a streamer. I look like I have a chat file and I'm looking at chat. Oh goodness. Yeah. Oh, talking about big IRL streamers, it's freaking annoying. I went and walked up Franklin Falls Trail and looked at saw Franklin Falls. I've never been there before. It's right down the valley from Snoqualmie Pass. It's like between the interstate. You've been on the interstate there, the part where the interstate splits up and one side goes up one side of the valley and the other side goes up the other. This trail is down in the middle of the valley. There's a campground there and a trail and a couple waterfalls. It's really, really, really pretty. I can't believe it's only like an hour away and I've lived here 5 years and I've never gone to it before today. It's like I am not living life right. It seems like. There's a lot of more trails up there I haven't hiked also. So what I want to try to do the rest of the summer is at least one day every weekend drive into the mountains, like drive out Interstate 90 and go to one of the like nice hiking areas, like a nice trail. Is what I kind of want to do. I have 3-day weekends now. All my days off are together. That's why I'm working today and not working today and working tomorrow instead. And I want to at least one of the days of the weekend, do something nice out in the mountains. Pine area around Snoqualmie, that could be cool. Oh, like up off the interstate. Yeah, I also was thinking about there's some cool looking fire roads that go up into the mountains. I thought about trying to drive some of them. There might be cell service on all of them, but I could also take Starlink in case there's not. But like today where I went, there was pretty good cell service the whole time, pretty much, down in the valley. Above the tree line? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I didn't finish saying. I was starting to go on a rant about talking about giant IRL streamers. So I don't keep up with stuff that much, but I do hear stuff sometimes. So I guess apparently it's a thing for big IRL streamers to drive while streaming and crash. Like, it's happened not a lot, but a few times over the years that all these people are trying to get Twitch to ban streaming and driving, which is fine if you have a really, really small chat and you can keep up with TTS, I think. So I guess a few weeks ago, Extra Emily almost ran in, almost changed lanes and hit somebody while live streaming and reading chat. So now people are like, all these people are making a big deal about it again, being like, oh, Twitch should ban IRL streaming and driving. Like, you could stream in a car, but if you're the driver, you shouldn't be streaming. But it's like, that doesn't really work with big streamers because their chat goes too fast. But like, streaming for me is not any more distracting. Like, I don't look at my phone and I'm listening to TTS. It's not any more distracting, I don't think, for me than talking to somebody in the car is, or like eating while driving, or like listening to the radio. Like, music's not as distracting to me, but if I was listening to like a podcast or something where I'm listening to talking, that's ties up about as much brain as listening to chat. So you can do all of that stuff. So I think it's stupid that you would be stupid to, ban streaming while driving, because then you, like, there is decent ways to do it, like having TTS is also surprisingly dangerous. Yeah, but I mean, it's legal. So, and if that's going to be legal and people are going to eat while driving, I think I should be able to stream while driving. It's like, I know stuff like texting while driving. I see so many people driving around here in like 2 lanes and looking down at their phone, and I assume they're texting while driving. That's just stupid. And reading chat while driving is stupid. But I think listening to chat with TTS, if your chat's slow enough that you can keep up with TTS, is not, I mean, it is distracting. It's distracting as much as like, but eating is distracting and stuff also. Is actually really dangerous, and live streaming probably even worse. I mean, I want to say for me, live streaming is about the same as talking on the phone. You are sometimes having multiple conversations with multiple people. I notice people don't really, I think my driving streams, people don't chat as much as when I'm walking around because there's less stuff going on. Who was watching YouTube while driving? That was super sketchy. Yeah, I mean, that's sketchy also. And, I mean, I do sometimes when I'm driving and streaming and the bitrate dies, I'll, like, look over to try to see what the bitrate's doing, which, so I guess, you know, it is a little more brain-consuming than just talking on the phone. But I make it a habit to, like, have TTS and just really not, like, I like even just not putting chat on the screen when I'm driving, so I can't look over and see chat. And I just listen to TTS. If I need to catch up, I can catch up, like, at a traffic light or something, which I guess is not technically legal, but, like, not really dangerous. But I would say for me, eating is definitely way more sketchy than streaming. I can't eat and drive very good at all. I mostly don't eat and drive because of that. Oh yeah, but here's some other stuff. I can just stop talking about that and talk about floods. So if you look, all the trees along the river, or a bunch of them have logs and stuff piled up against them, where, like, the river was all the way up in there. And actually, walking along the trail up there, let's go see. Last time I was here, you could see where it looked like the water was all the way up in here, like over the trail, like the whole area was flooded. A driving mode that turns TTS on and forces the screen off. Yeah. I mean, I like TTS. Like, I like people that have TTS where you can hear it on their stream, because I'll watch them when I'll listen to them. I'll watch them. No, I literally usually, like, have the screen turned off and just, like, audio only. I'll listen to those people because you can listen to the streamer and you can listen to the Beat Saber songs and you can listen to TTS with chat and you can kind of keep up with what's going on. And somebody that doesn't have TTS, you can't keep up with what chat's saying and you're only hearing what the streamer says, and it's kind of lame. Like, it's fine other times when you're driving and you can't watch and you're wanting to listen, or if you're just listening to Twitch and you're doing something else and you don't want to have to watch the stream, like you're working on something. It's also nice having the TTS on stream. So this is all grown up now, more than last time I came here. It was still like winter, and these bushes, a lot more of them were like kind of knocked over, but so you can't really see now, but I think I remember there being like limbs washed up against a lot of these trees. And this used to be a lot more dirt, and it's like washed out the side of the riverbed. So there's like a lot of stuff you can see here that happened from December when all the flooding went on. Oh, I guess Syria's ending. And I guess I've got my watch streak. Oh yeah, it says weekly reward. Watch 2 more days this week to earn. I'm laughing because half my chat is in serious chat. Like, I saw you in there, Fish, and then I typed thanks for stream and stuff, so I'm just... Oh my goodness, it's just so funny. Oh, were you... Oh, that's why you were there, because I said she was ending. Yeah, because I've been walking around along, reading my chat, looking at the river, and looking down at Sarah's stream sometimes. Kind of hilarious. Guess I'll go walk back down the other way. This way. Maybe we can see back down the river again and kind of see the sunset. And I looked and it's like, huh, it's like there's fishes there, and I didn't look up enough. I saw Larry's probably there also, and then I'm there. It's like I'm streaming, but then we're all in serious chat, also chatting. I didn't think she'd raid me because she usually raids Izza and he's doing Beat Saber, but I thought it for a minute. I'm like, oh crap, I hope she doesn't raid me because I'm not going to stream very much longer. And then I saw her raiding Izza and I was like, okay, good. Like, it'd be fine if I was gonna go another like hour or something, but I'm only going like probably like 10 more minutes. For a bit, need to start applying for rooms again. All right, bye fish. I probably won't go that much longer anyways. I'm just gonna walk down this trail, maybe go out to the river a few more areas, and then go back to the car. And it'll be getting darker then, so I'll probably just go ahead and end stream instead of streaming the rest of the drive home. Then I don't have to stop someplace else, pull over and end stream before I do drive all the way home. Listening while I browse room spot though. Ah, okay. Is that a oh yeah, like here's a huge group of like a bunch of trees and stuff that washed up against those and branches. I guess that's a website for dorm rooms and stuff, or rooms for college. I never went to college, so I know colleges have dorms, and I assume those are always managed by the college, or maybe it depends on the college. But I'm sure there'll be probably all kinds of other rooms you can, in houses and crap you can rent to live at. Go you should start heading back home. It's getting dark and you're alone. That is an ominous first message. I know. First time message. I know, it's like well, I do have the map turned on. It's like, are you tracking me down on the map? Are you gonna try to come murder me, or is it just I'm joking. It's like something I just think for a half second. It's like, oh goodness. But I mean, some places you don't want to be out by yourself after dark. I'm not worried about it here. I mean, I don't really I'm not really worried about any place here. Maybe Seattle. There's some more sketchy places in Seattle than the amount of sketch where I live. But I do actually. But yeah, I'm leaving soon anyways, Q2077. I'm just figured I'd hang out at the river a few more minutes and then head back to the car. As far as being alone, I hike here in the mountains by myself, which, depending on your risk factor, maybe you shouldn't, because you're more likely for mountain lions to eat you hiking by yourself. But I don't have anyone else to hike with, so it's either mostly hike by myself or not hike, and it's not very likely that I'm going to get eaten hiking by myself. I rather risk getting eaten than not hiking. But some people say you shouldn't hike by yourself, and I just do. I guess you can. There's other stuff also hiking by yourself. You can go like break your leg or something and get stuck. But most of the time I'm streaming when I'm hiking, and I have enough cell service to stream. And even if I didn't, I have satellite messaging to so unless I fell over and hit my head on a rock or something and went unconscious, I could always at least call somebody to save me. If I, can still text. That's what I mean. Or if I could still speak, I could just ask Google to call somebody. If, say, I can't use my arms. Yeah, I thought this looked like a pool of water, so I thought I'd walk over to it. Just like... Next time, go with a friend, or better yet, a girl, because if you break a leg or hit your head there, you don't get out. I mean, you can call for help if you break your leg, if you hit your head. Wait, why better yet, a girl? I'm confused. So I could walk across these rocks and try to not get wet, or go back up on the trail. I think I'll go back up on the trail. Thank you for the follow. You're welcome. I used to mostly stream Beat Saber, which is a VR game. I mostly do IRL streams now. Like, at least in the summer, I end up doing more IRL streams than Beat Saber streams. I like doing IRL streams more. Sometimes in the winter it's too cold though. My hands freeze holding a phone. And if you wear gloves, you can't hardly use the phone. Oh, there's a parking lot. I'll walk down this way just a little bit. See the river and then go back to the parking lot. Okay, so this is, I think that right there is No, that's not Mount Washington. That one there is Mount Washington. That's the mountain that has the bike trails that go up on it, I think. Yeah. So the mountain over there, it you can hike all the way up to it. It's a long trail, and it's like, I think a couple thousand elevation. It's a couple thousand feet elevation gain. I've kind of wondered if I could stream that, like if cell service would pick up all the way up the mountain. This ridge here, I believe, has cell towers up on top of it, so they probably pick up fine on the top. But Mount Washington doesn't have any towers on it. And like, I don't know, the ones down in the valley from the interstate, I'd probably be line of sight the whole time with them, or mostly, but I don't know how, if I'm way up the mountain, if I can get too far away. I couldn't get enough upload. And I'd have to get my legs in good enough shape to actually be able to do that before I go try to do that. I think there's one other place right down here where you can walk down to the river. I'll do that and then I think turn around because it's starting to get too dark for the camera, for the phone, for it to look good. This is cool. I've thought about coming here before and streaming just because it's a nice walk along the river. But I really need to go do something else also because there's not... I've walked most of the trail on this park, just right here. So this is a good place to stop on the way home. Oh yeah, I've gone down here before. Kind of looked like there's been a dog over here recently because it was kind of wet going up there, like a dog walked halfway up and just shook itself off. So it drops a lot right there, and then the river levels out down here. And actually, this is close to the car. I should just go find someone and raid here. You all can see the river while I do that instead of just like sitting in the car. Because I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stop and not drive the rest of the way home streaming because or most of the rest of the way home because it's like getting pretty dark anyways, so there's not gonna be much of a view. You can see the sunset a little bit, but it's pretty soon it's just gonna be seeing the sky lit up and not being able to see anything else. So I think I'll rate is Tuesday's an easy day. I know that Sarah is on and then Iz is on, so it's easy to find somebody. Is my battery pack dead? Oh, it is. That's why the phone is dying. Yeah, I think I'll rate is anyways, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope it was a nice stream. Had a really fun time. That trail was a really nice, really pretty trail and a cool waterfall. And I even had good cell service the whole time, pretty much. It was a fun day. But I'll try to do more, like I said. I want to, there's like half the summer's over basically. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Sometimes in the fall you can't do much because it's smoky, but there's not any forest fires yet that's making it smoky here. So, but I want to try to go out like in the mountains one day a weekend. And there's plenty of places I can go that should have cell service, so I'm going to stream them all. I can always just go other places once I run out of places I can stream. And see it, Harry? Good luck packing, and I hope you have a nice trip. I assume you're leaving in a day or two if you're packing. Or soonish. Oh, I should take a picture of the river here on my other phone, where the lighting is better than the IRL stream app. So yeah, I work the next 4 days, so there won't be any streams unless I get up early enough in the day that I can do a short IRL stream before work. I might try to do that this week. I've only ever done that like 2 days. I have gotten better at eating fast and getting out the door faster. You know the Andes aren't discovered yet? Like what? Like the mountains? And the Andes? I don't even remember where the Andes are, mountain range. But I definitely recognize the name. Yeah, probably won't stream next 4 days, but probably Monday or Tuesday next week, or Monday and Tuesday, like I did this week. Maybe I'll try to do Beat Saber one day, where I don't go 2 weeks without playing again, and maybe I'll try to do IRL one day, or maybe I'll do IRL both days. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me actually start the raid. I'm trying to go through the app now and find it as a under rating section. Right. Anyways, bye everybody. I'll see you all next week. Unless I do stream before then. I guess it depends. I bought that Pixel 10 that I have to set up before next Wednesday, or they're going to charge me full price for it. So I have to do that sometime in the next week. So I might do that one day before work. And I don't really have anything else planned. Last week I went to the doctor 2 days before work. But this week I don't have any doctor visits. But I did get 2 spots biopsied on my leg and my neck, so who knows, I could have a surprise doctor appointment where because the one on my neck, they said it was pretty sure it was skin cancer, but I assume that would take a few weeks, so who knows, I might do it before work stream one of the days. But anyways, I'll see you all later next week or before, like I said, and thanks for hanging out, and hope you all have a nice rest of your day or night.